These are just a few memories of the Blitz. I never thought I would be around to give them to you, but I lived with my mother and father in Radford. I got to the stage where I was rather worried as to what would happen if the house got a direct hit, because my mother and father were more or less elderly. This particular night, the bombers were coming over and they were dropping bombs haphazardly. You didn't know where they were going. All you could see was these planes coming over. Anyway, I decided that it would be a good idea if I put all my clothes in a case and put them in the garden. My way of thinking was that if it got a hit, then my clothes would be all right in the case. Well, I'd got this feeling for quite a while, and then all of a sudden there was this terrific amount of bombers coming over, and I had to squeeze myself up against the hedge, you know, as they were coming over. Well, unknowing to me, if I'd have been looking at the house, I would have realised that it was going to get hit, and I might have managed to get my mother and father out, but unfortunately I didn't. The house got a direct hit and they were killed, but I didn't know they were killed at that moment. All I was interested in was my clothes, you see. When I came to look for my clothes, there weren't any clothes there. Just bits of rag and bits of things that had blown apart. And I realised that was some of my clothes. Anyway, I tried to find my mother and father and I couldn't find them because everything had come down on the top. Anyway, I didn't know what to do then, but I decided I'd try and find an air raid warden. Eventually, I didn't find an air raid warden, but I found a man that had come out of his house, and he must have been hit with something or other, because he was bleeding and he'd gone funny. He didn't know where he was or what he was doing or anything. But eventually he pulled himself together and he came back with me as much as we could, and he said, this house has had a direct hit. I'll get in touch with the warden. We were trying to see if my mother and father were alive. Anyway, we never heard anything. And so we just, me and this man, decided that we'd try and find some more people. And we moved away. And I lost all my clothes. I had no clothes, only what I stood up in. And how I coped with that night and all about 3 days afterwards, I don't know.